What the hell was that ending? Don't get me wrong, Clash of the Castle was a great pay-per-view, but while I was watching this match, I was rooting for Drew McIntyre. My inner Mark woke up. Reigns, Cody, WrestleMania didn't matter to me. I was like, hey! Get out of here! How many users do we have? Rikishi wanted to and now we have to deal with this. I'm not mad, it makes sense, but I started watching the match as a fan, and I got disappointed. Drew was probably like, listening to this guy sing is worse than losing to Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre got embarrassed in UK. But this is actually hard to talk about. Dominik Mysterio turned on his father Rey. Shock, disappointment, heartbreak. Can't even put it into words.
You're supposed to be my papi! Mijo, what the fuck? Are you crazy? Wait till we get back home, you little bitch! I'ma spank your ass!
That was the absolute highlight of the show. I was honestly shocked. During my predictions video, I said that yes, Dominik Mysterio might turn heel, but even saying that just doesn't sound real. It's his father. His papi. He was even won by Rey Mysterio in a ladder match. So I was absolutely shocked. Now, in general, the pay-per-view was great. I don't think we saw a single bad match. And the ending, yeah, I mean, good job, I guess. Not every match needs to have this fairy tale story, so yeah, I get it. But how dare you prank me like that? WWE started Drew McIntyre's entrance with Broken Dreams. The clips goes on and on and on, and I realized, okay, he's not coming out. How dare you? So let's talk about WWE Clash at the Castle 2022. The first match of the night was Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair versus Damage Control. At least that's what it said on the Titantron. They even got a new theme song. Can't tell whether I like it or not because I didn't hear it enough. And the match itself was awesome. You know, many highlights. It's just kinda hard to focus. The pay-per-view kicks off and we have a bunch of women in the ring and nothing is really at stake. Maybe wasn't the best match to kick off the show, but it's not like I could say anything negative as well. So yeah, the match didn't really have that much of a meaning, but thankfully the finish did. Bayley hits her finisher, Io hits her finisher, and Bayley pins the WWE Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. That's pretty huge, and like I've said, WWE are building Bayley versus Bianca Belair. It's a rivalry we've seen before on SmackDown, but I don't mind this at all. You know, I'm happy that we didn't get a championship match at this pay-per-view, and instead they actually built to it. So now we have Bayley pinning Bianca Belair. Can't complain. Bret Hart got a big pop. I always like Bret Hart's facial expressions. He's like, hell yeah. I hate being here. And then it was time for Sheamus versus Gunther. Gunther is all black and Imperium is back, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure how much sense does it make. Isn't Gunther a German gimmick, or am I just making that shit up? Oh, and I know I complain about WWE theme songs a lot, but Gunther's theme song slaps. He's coming out like the final boss. This one was for the Intercontinental Championship. We see kids fighting while Gunther and Sheamus are locked in a face-off. And this match was exactly what you expected. A bunch of slapping, chopping, just a hard-hitting match. Few minutes into the match, Sheamus is all red. Pretty much same goes for Gunther. So this match was exactly what you expected it to be. The expectations were definitely met, in my opinion at least. The crowd were really into it. I was wondering who the crowd are going to support, and it was Sheamus by far. People were on Sheamus' side. I also really liked the finish. Sheamus was going for the bro kick, but the bag gave out. Powerbomb by Gunther, but Sheamus still stands up. We're seeing two warriors in the ring. Who's taking the championship? Big clothesline by Gunther, and Gunther is still your Intercontinental Champion. Absolutely loved this great performance by both guys, but Sheamus maybe didn't win the Intercontinental Championship. Not maybe, he didn't win the Intercontinental Championship, but he did win the hearts of every WWE fan. After the match, he got a standing ovation. People were clapping for Sheamus, showing support. You love to see it. Sheamus had a banger after banger for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now. So yeah, he definitely deserves the respect. Then we saw Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan. So this was a tricky one. Like, it's not really believable for Liv Morgan to beat Shayna Baszler clean, but at the same time, you kinda need Liv Morgan to win clean because she's not that believable as a champion so far. So you kinda need to change that. On the other hand, you don't want to see Shayna losing, so WWE kinda pushed themselves into a corner, so that's why I expected Ronda Rousey to interfere, but we didn't really get that. The match itself was fine. Like I've said, there's not a single bad match on this show. I pretty much enjoyed everything. But we see a code breaker, Oblivion, and Liv Morgan takes the title home. Clean victory by Liv Morgan, which, like I've said, I did not expect to see. It is what it is. She's a champion. She's a babyface champion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There's just time for the Judgment Day versus Edge and Mysterios. Edge came out with a mask. Lol. I don't know. That was kind of funny. Another very entertaining match. People showed so much love to Edge, the absolute fan favorite. Okay, I made a mistake. I said it's Edge and the Mysterios. It's Edge and Rey Mysterio. Now you get why Dominik has a problem. This was actually a very unpredictable match, but I thought the Judgment Day are going to win because, you know, Dominik is not in a match, he's going to cost them the match, and yeah, he actually helped. Dominik Mysterio helped. We saw a 619 by Edge, by the way, come on. Automatically makes this match even better. And the finish was pretty cool. Dominik grabs Finn Balor's legs. Rey puts Finn Balor into the 619 position. We see a 619 straight into spear. What a lovely finish. Everything is great. The Judgment Day are conquered. The Mysterios and Edge can have a drink after.
A pina colada. A pina colada or juice. Dom, you can only drink milk, Dom. My amigo is not gonna drink in front of me.
Something like that, but that was not the story, ladies and gentlemen. Dominik kicks Edge into the balls. I think he did that for real.
Mijo, no. Mijo, what were you doing? ¿Qué pasa? Please. Please, Dom.
And a huge clothesline by Dominik Mysterio. What the freaking hell? I did not expect that. I thought on Monday Night Raw we're gonna see
Dom, why you attacked Edge? He's familia, you forgot?
Something like that. I did not expect this to turn into familia drama at all. Wow, the crowd goes nuts. He's getting booed out of the building. Rey Mysterio is shocked. Edge is shocked. Rey Mysterio needed a hug, and I get it. Is that a good booking decision? I don't know. One thing's for sure, it's interesting. You know, is he joining the Judgment Day? We'll see. That doesn't even matter to me. I want to see Dominik Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio coming out with a belt.
You want to take your puppy? You want to take your puppy?
One thing's for sure, this whole thing was
not booyaka.
Then we got Seth Rollins versus Riddle. I'm not even gonna try to explain this one. The match was great, very fast, better than expected, honestly. I knew it's gonna be good, but this was a WrestleMania worthy match right here. Riddle is all character, but sometimes we forget he's good in the ring too. I always forget to compliment Seth Rollins because I believe it's not even necessary. We all know how great Seth Rollins truly is. And what about that finish? Curb stomp of the second rope. Seth Rollins takes the W. For the first time ever, I don't think we've ever seen a curb stomp of the second rope, so that was pretty special. Another great match. I don't know how much of this story we have left, honestly. Maybe a cameo from Riddle's kids. Oh wait, they don't want to see his bitch ass anymore. We see Karrion Kross in the audience, Tyson Fury in the audience, and it was time for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Drew McIntyre, who came out not with broken dreams, that's, oh my god, how dare you, and then Roman Reigns, who took like 50 minutes to get into the ring. And this was a long ass match, ladies and gentlemen, which made me believe Drew McIntyre is going to win the championships. I honestly thought Drew is winning. The entrance, the hype promos, the crowd, it seemed kinda obvious at this point, but we forgot it's Roman Reigns. So the match itself, awesome. Can't really complain, it was kinda 50-50. We saw Karrion Kross interfering, but this didn't do anything really. The match continues and I'm like, okay, got some interferences, didn't change the result of the match. Let's keep watching. I want to remind you, I was watching this match as a fan. I didn't care what makes sense, I wanted to see Drew McIntyre winning. So anyway, the match continues. We saw a couple of spears and Drew McIntyre still kicked out. It was funny when Austin Theory wanted to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, but got punched out of this world by Tyson Fury. The only good thing Tyson Fury did during this pay-per-view. Anyway, the match continues. I'm still believing in my boy Drew McIntyre. Claymore! Oh my god, 1, 2, and we see a mysterious man pulling the referee out of the ring. It's another goddamn Uso. How many? How many, Rikishi? Couldn't keep your penis in your pants, huh? Now we would have Drew McIntyre as the WWE champion. But you had to fuck. So Drew McIntyre grabs another Uso, couldn't do it, spear, and of course Roman Reigns retains the WWE Undisputed Championship. Even Tyson Fury congratulated him, as if that was fair at all. I guess he's now going to be a regular on WWE television, so that's gonna be pretty interesting to see. Is Sami Zayn getting kicked out? I have a feeling he is. Anyway, then Tyson Fury, shows respect to Drew McIntyre, says that was a great performance and you deserve all the love, we love you, and he starts singing and I felt uncomfortable. I was like, okay, The Fiend. Where's The Fiend? The Fiend is going to stop this. The Fiend is going to save us, ladies and gentlemen. He's singing, "Oh, England," and we see just an arm out of the ring. He grabs him by the balls and into the hell. Didn't happen though. He kept singing. He kept singing, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre thanks the fans and he celebrates as if he won anything. You lost in your pretty much hometown. Nothing to be proud of. You lost. And I was angry. By the end of this paper, I was like, okay, that sucked. It didn't really, it makes sense, I get it. It's just kind of disappointing. And I can only imagine how the people in the audience felt. So another great paper, like I've said, yes, the finish is questionable. I get it. But it's supposed to look real, and not every match needs to be this fairy tale story. It's gonna be Cody. It's gonna be Cody. Now we know. Now we know. So thank you for watching this video, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.